Okay, so here's the switch that I've actually brought from the seller. As you can tell, this has got more inputs on it. So, whereas the other switch, compare, I'll just get this other switch off my workbench. Have the two switches side by side now. Because I'm connecting them to a system, and you have to deal with which ports are on what. So, obviously, when I build the new circuit, you'll have the, excuse me if I, yeah, you'll have the new system. The new system will basically, if I turn this around so you can see, you see all the wires in there, so you'll have pins, all of the pins from here, so the main pins basically connected to the switch now. I've got another switchboard, another one of these coming over, because it's going to be the voicemail system as well. So the voicemail system connecting to one of these switches, and obviously my circuit, when I start building it, this switch here, this switch here, I think is going to be a lower voltage switch, because it's going to do less work, because it's just going to go line 1 and line 2. So it's literally connected to 2 lines. It's not the main board. However, you can control it with the main board. This switch though is going to do a lot more work. As you can see, it's got a lot more connectors. As you see, going from right to left. You can connect other things off it. I'm hoping to see these little connectors down here, because this is okay. So it's three switch. It's actually it's 1, 2, 3, but actually this switch has more pins, which means this switch can be the power horse, because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 9-pin switch. It's got 9 pins on it, which means that it can do more. So for instance, I could have line 1 off from that to that switch, so it could be a slave. This switch here can be a slave for any switches. All this switch will do is act 2 lines each time. So it'll only have, even though this has got 4 pins, 1, 2, 3, 5 pins in total. But as you can see, because this switch has got this switch has got lesser pins on the back. This switch, in fact, the guy I spoke to, I said I wanted a switch with more pins on it, and a switch I can do more with. Obviously, you could have, if you were connecting this to a lighting circuit. Just let me sit down for a minute, and I'm not bending over. So if you were connecting this to like a house circuit, whatever, you could have more. The switch doing more. Sorry, you could have this switch here doing more. Sorry, had the wrong switch there. So on the phone system, this can be the power horse switch. You have to remember that even though I can higher the voltage on this switch, I don't want the volts too high on my circuit, otherwise, well, I could blow it basically, but you know, you can short it by whatever lines you wish to. I'm going to get a more powerful switch to do all of the work. I've got a phone which I'm keeping in the house at the moment, but I've got a phone which I can test all the lines with, hopefully. I've got a laptop over there which I'm doing all of the bulk of the programming with, which is what you need to know. So it's going to be a dip switch system. So I'll turn all these switches around and explain. Oh, this switch. So this switchboard here will run the program. It'll run all of the phones that I have on the system. But this, not to confuse you too much, this will also be a phone. I can also program this to be just like a one main phone keypad, so I can connect phones up to it, and it will yeah, I can connect the phone up to it, and it'll basically it'll allow me to just do whatever I need to do with it. I'm going to program it from my soft phone system too. So on this phone system, I'll only ever be running 8 phones at one time. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 phone. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then I can run a couple of mobile phones off it. But I've got a soft phone system as well, so I can still run this system from next door if I need to. I can buzz into this system remotely because I still have the old program. Well, the program that I've got for the hard system, because we were only ever using 2 soft phones, and they'll just be 2 soft phones, but they'll be able to buzz in or remote in to this system if needs be. And I'll talk about that in another video. So I'll turn all these switches round and explain very quickly what each switch is going to do. So you'll see this switch is the main switch here to the left. It's going to be the power to the whole thing. So whatever, no matter what line you're on. So for example, lines 1 will always be, lines 1 and 2 will always be this switch here. So line 1, switch that switch on, a light will come on and it'll send somebody to line 1.